Like many of you, I've been trying to get my hands on the GoPro Max lens mod for the GoPro Hero 9 Black. For the most part, it's been on back order, and every time it is available, it sells out in a matter of minutes. But I was able to get my hands on this one. So in this video, we'll show you how to install it. We'll go mountain bike riding, and then we'll look at the footage and see if it was worth all the hype. So if this is your first time at my channel, be sure to subscribe, and let's get into it. All right, so let's take a look. So it comes in a nice rubber case. When you first install it, I'm gonna leave the front half of it on. That way I can have a little more leverage on it while I twist it. The existing lens is a little tricky to get off the first time you unscrew it. So I'm gonna set the old lens to the side, and then we'll take the new one and just twist it on until it kind of locks into place. So once you power up, you're gonna go to your settings and enable max lens mode. Now when you enable max lens mode, the highest resolution you can shoot at is 2.7K, so there's no 4K or 5K options. So through GoPro's wizardry, they're actually cropping a 16:9 rectangle onto the image, and so no matter where you rotate this thing, it's gonna stay level. So that's why they're limiting it to 2.7K, because you won't be able to do that in 4K or 5K. So with that being said, let's head to the local trail and see what this thing can really do. So what I'll do is I'll run the same trail over and over. That way we can compare each setting and see how this thing performs. So now that we've seen the footage, here are my thoughts, and be sure to leave your thoughts below in the comments. So as far as settings go, 2.7K with horizon level on, hyper smooth on, and max super view on are the way to go, to no surprise. So here's a few other quick tips. I always drop the exposure compensation either to -0.5 or -1. That way all the highlights are protected. I set the sharpness to low. I set the color to GoPro color. I was actually working with some former GoPro employees a few weeks ago. I was hitting them up with questions and they said they leave theirs in GoPro color and not flat because the image that comes out of the GoPro is pretty damn good, so they don't mess around with flat color. And then lastly, I always set the white balance. I never leave it in auto. Most of the time it's in 5500 Kelvin. So my overall thoughts on the Max Lens mod, number one, I thought it was gonna be a little wider.
It's true.
It's not that much different from Super View with the normal lens. So I'm gonna notice that, but I don't know if the casual viewer will notice that, but in my opinion, it does make it a little better. So number two, the biggest advantage to the Max Lens mod is horizon leveling. When you do horizon leveling on the normal lens, it crops in way too much. And I probably will never use it with the normal lens, but when you throw it on this thing, to me, that's the biggest game changer. I mean, I do think it is amazing, especially if you do, you know, street bikes or super bikes and you're leaning into a corner. The image is gonna stay level, but you're gonna see how far you're actually leaning. So I think there's a lot of potential with that. So number three, the big question, is it worth getting? I'm kind of in the middle. Like, as a professional videographer, I love having this as just another tool to use. There's definitely gonna be times where I'll bust it out. It's super quick and easy to swap on and off. But at the same time, I do shoot in 4K as much as I can, and more clients are requesting it all the time. And bottom line is, you can't do it with the Max Lens mod. So it's not gonna stick on here all the time. There's definitely a time and place for it. If you're a casual GoPro user and you're into mountain biking, is it a must-have? No, I don't think so. If you use the normal lens and you shoot in 4K, Super View with hyper smooth on, it's pretty damn good. So I don't think it's a necessary thing. It is badass. I mean, the fact that you can rotate this around and it stays level is awesome. I just think that's kind of a party trick. At least for me, I'm never gonna be doing this. Let me know in the comments if you can think of anything that this will be good for. I don't know, maybe throwing a football with this thing on and it will stay steady. These cameras are so good nowadays that right out of the box, they're awesome. So this is just another tool, like I said, to have in your arsenal. And I'm gonna keep learning this thing and just seeing if there's any other tips and tricks, and I'll share it with you guys. But if you guys got some value out of this video, be sure to hit the like button, and I wanna hear your thoughts below. I love responding to every comment, so just let me know what you think of it. With that being said, I gotta get some sleep. I went up and down that trail about 10 times, so a lot of climbing today, but it was fun, it was worth it, and pretty excited to share this video with you. So with that, we will see you in the next video.